Hi, crafty people. This is another episode of Crafty Date with Daisy and Maggie, where it's our YouTube series where two friends are trying to get more comfortable with mixed media. And today I tried out this layout that we're scrap lifting from Zinia uh, Amoiridou. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry for butchering that. But the layout was super cute and it looked super simple. And of course, why try to do something look super simple when you can make it totally complicated, especially when you don't feel comfortable doing mixed media, right? So I am trying to do this art screen printing with the Heidi Swap. They're called art screen inks in the gold mint and blush on her one of her art screens, and I tried to do it on a piece of Chamel's Little by Little paper that you saw at the beginning. And then I don't know what happens with this gold paint. It just stuck to the paper. I don't know if I used enough or too much, or just that the gold paint dries faster than the other two. I have no idea, but I really didn't want to start over. I really didn't want to do that again because when I was scared that I was going to tear that art screen, and two, I'm like, I just wasted all that paint. So instead of trying to redo it on another piece of paper that I would have wasted because I just cut my 12 by 12 paper, um, and I want to use that other second sheet that I have in that paper pad for something else. So instead, I improvised, and I grabbed my the Gansai Tambi Starry Colors, that gold watercolor set that you saw earlier, and I colored the gold part, and then I went back and I colored with these metallic accent they're metallic semi watercolors by Prima, and I colored in that mint color as well. When I colored both of those colors together, or when I colored them in, the pink didn't seem to shine as much and it looked pretty dull and almost invisible, that I had to redo the pink as well. So I'm glad that there was a pink in that art palette, because if not, then it would have just been really dull on one side. I did decide to use these vellum circles to back my tiny photos, instead of doing the painted circle. And then I wanted them to have a lot of texture, so at first I tried like just crumbling and roughing up the edge, but then I just had to really fold it and go all the way with it. I did pick up some of this P.H. Martin's pen white, I guess it's like acrylic ink, and I just watered it down because it says that you can water it down on the bottle, and I just used that for my like paint sprinkles, or whatever you want to call them, like almost kind of like a Heidi Swap mist. I'm not explaining myself well today. It's late. I'm trying to get this voiceover done and uploaded so that you guys can have this video. It is a bit late. It is 7 days late, but we both got a bit busy, and uh, it just, life gets in the way. So we just said we'll just do it for the 7th and pray that everything goes right. But I had a lot of fun doing this page. I think it was less intimidating to try and do some mixed media in a smaller format other than a 12 by 12. I think a lot of that whole thing with, maybe I'm not going to mess up a whole sheet of paper, rather it's just going to be a small experiment. And I wasn't really going to try and bring so much mixed media into the page. It just happened that way because I ended up trying to fix a mistake that I made right at the beginning. I did end up stamping, hooray, which I hardly ever use my stamps, and I want to incorporate that more into my mixed media as well. And I feel like that helps me try to incorporate stamping in general, because I generally don't gravitate to stamping. But here you saw that I did stamp te quiero mucho in Spanish, which means it's another form of saying I love you. And then I did pick up that gold, it's almost like a gold puffy sticker that says grandma, because these pictures are of my first son, my firstborn, with his grandmother, my mother. And I just wanted to add all that whimsy that Chamel's line has in the Little by Little collection. I did end up painting the vellum with white paint on it, just with like a line, like edging it with white paint. And so here I'm gluing down all these elements. I do grab the bunny and it says I love you, and I do grab 2 feathers for that second picture in the middle, and then I backed the third photo with a heart that was embossed with white tiny hearts. And then I added a butterfly and a heart to it. Here, I noticed that the right-hand side of the photo didn't have enough impact with just the stamping alone, and so I decided to do a little more mixed media by bringing in more watercolor to this side of the page, or of the traveler's notebook, and I painted it in colors that coordinated with the embellishments. I brought in some green from the leaves. At first it was blue, but then I changed it to green because I realized that I didn't have enough blue on the page anywhere, and so I decided to paint it over, and was able to paint it green to go with the leaves and the flowers, the purple for the banner, and then I'm using pink elements throughout the left side of the page. So here I'm gluing them down, and here I thought I was actually done. I did add puffy stars to each of the photos to kind of bring the gold from the right-hand side to the left. And so there's both colors being put on both sides of the page so that they seem more cohesive. And I went back and I thought I was done, and here I was showing you close-ups, and I even did the hand wave thing. And then I went back and looked at the inspiration page, and I saw that her title was in black. And it had small chunky letters. I think it said something like Mr. Kitty. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like it needs to have that homage as well. So I brought in some letter stickers from Simple Stories. And I also, since I brought in the letters on the right-hand side, the heart Orion, I decided I needed to bring in a little more black and more interest, I think, to the left-hand side. So I'm putting these little phrase stickers from Simple Stories, and right now I can't remember what line that is. Oh, it's from the Love and Adore Simple Stories sticker sheets. They're in a set of 8 4x6 sheets, and they come with an alpha, which is what I used as well, the little stickers. And yeah, that's probably all the things that I added. I did add a little puffy heart next to the XOXO to also complement the black. Here are a few close-ups. I hope you enjoyed the process. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to watch Crafty Meggy's video as well. I can't wait to see what she makes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!